Yes, people. Welcome to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. And like I start each and every podcast on the channel, each and every show, I should say, you know what I'm saying? Show, podcast, whatever you want to call them. Like I start each and every show on the channel. Love to everybody who's supporting Sarcasm City TV in it because the channel continues to grow expeditiously. So big up to each. I genuinely mean that. Love to everybody who is supporting Sarcasm City TV in whatever capacity. So whether you watch the shows live and you're in the comments, or you watch the shows live and you have it on in the background, or that's just letting me know the channel's gone live as well. That's what that notification was about. Or whether you watch the shows back, or whether you listen on the audio platform, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, however you support is much appreciated, and it doesn't go unnoticed, people. It legit doesn't go unnoticed. So love to everybody who is supporting Sarcasm City TV and all of the different shows. Make sure as well you keep a constant eye, a daily eye. Make sure you keep a daily eye on the upcoming live stream sections on YouTube, Twitch, which Nippin has mentioned in the comments. No, Nippin, as soon as I've sorted out a day, I'll let you know. I need to sort that out today. So as soon as I know, I will let you know. I'm trying to get back on top of the YouTube because I was away for a week because I wasn't well. Trying to get back on top of the Twitch and decide what content is going on there as well. But yes, keep a daily eye on the upcoming live stream section, people, and that way you can keep notified of what shows are coming up on a weekly basis. Of course, yesterday, Monday, we had Gonna Talk from the Arsenal, so that returned. So Gonna Talk from the Arsenal will be back on Mondays, which is the Arsenal show with Cam and Shucks and the Dons. And we had a new show launch. I did say you would get 3 new shows this month, and one of them has launched, and that is the Chelsea podcast, Bottlers at the Bridge. So that's Peter, that's Timo or Fatur, and Mohammed. They're the 3 who are holding down the Ballers at the Bridge podcast. We are deciding a day. That'll be Friday. It'll be fortnightly. So it'll be late Friday nights, 11:30 p.m. Friday nights, and that's a fortnightly show. So that'll be fortnightly on here. And if you've seen the upcoming live stream section, you know the Liverpool show should be launching tomorrow as well. Ryan will be holding that down, and a very good co-host. You got an exceptional co-host with him as well. Boswell, just as Boswell said that, I just answered it. Yes, Ryan will be hosting the Liverpool show with a co-host who is exceptional, who's been on the channel before, very knowledgeable, hilarious, fits the Sarcasm City TV. What's the word I'm looking for? Fits the criteria. That's the word I'm looking for. It fits the criteria. So yes, just to let you know, Ballers at the Bridge podcast. That'll be not every Friday. Ballers at the Bridge podcast, which is the Chelsea show. That's fortnightly, Friday nights, 11:30 p.m. Gonna Talk from the Arsenal. You will get every Monday, 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. And then obviously ManDem United, you will get every Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesdays at 5, Thursdays at 4:30 p.m. And I will get to all the comments as well. But like I said, keep an eye out on the upcoming live stream section. Also, all the shows, bar the watch alongs and bar the Love Island streams, are available and as audio only platforms as well. I'm just letting them know the numbers build up on this before I get into this actual show. But yes, audio only. So wherever you listen to podcasts, whether it's SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, you can find them. You'll be able to find all Sarcasm City TV shows because some people don't want to watch on YouTube. Some people prefer the more traditional ways to listen to a podcast. You get what I'm saying? And that. So yeah, man, love to everyone in the comments. I will get to all your questions. Please keep them Manchester United related. And if you haven't seen the ManDem United podcast before, it is a podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United, all things Manchester United. And you know one thing about Manchester United, we're always in the news. There's always something going on, always. But before I even get into that, whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this back, hit that like button on the video. Hit the like button on the video. Share it across all the socials. Let's get as many people in here. When you click that share button and all them social media apps pop up, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, our WhatsApp group, WhatsApp status, wherever, make sure you share it across all the socials. And equally as important as well, make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. When you hit subscribe button, that connection went a bit. Yes, when you hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you hit the notification bell. And if you've subbed already, make sure the notification bell is on. But yes, this is the ManDem United podcast, and it is dedicated to all things Manchester United people. And just one more thing before I get into the show. Every show on the channel has its own playlist. So if ManDem United is the show you want to watch, there's a ManDem United playlist. The Ballers at the Bridge, the Chelsea show that started yesterday, there's a playlist for that. Gonna talk from the Arsenal, the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, Gyaldem City, which is the Manchester City show, etc., etc. Like I say, we covering all bases, people. We are covering all bases. We now have 4 of the big 6, and a Liverpool show will be launching this week. So that's 5 out of the big 6 covered. Large up Drizzy does on the super chat. Who says, I'm taking my loans at PSG this season, but I still love Manchester United. That's why if my friends use PSG on FIFA, I'm using PSG too. Firstly, love to Drizzy does for the super chat. He's constantly supporting. Secondly, yes, that's all the new FIFA is going to be, is PSG versus PSG. We're going to have to ban it. You're going to have a talk with your friends and be like, I can't pick PSG and you can't pick PSG. It's a cheat code with Messi going there. It is a cheat code. It is literally going to be PSG versus PSG. It is PSG versus PSG. But love to Drizzy does for the super chat. Large up to my guy, Carefree Lewis, every single time. Who says, could have been Chelsea versus United in the Super Cup tomorrow, for fuck's sake. It could have been, family. It could have been, but hey, Ollie tax in it. That's why it's not. But it could have been Chelsea versus United in the Super Cup, and we would have done a ManDem United versus Ballers at the Bridge, because that's what will happen with all the shows. So obviously we got ManDem United, which is myself, Harris representing Manchester United, large up Zeno as well. Then you've got Gyaldem City, which is Jan and Rose. You've got Gunner Talk, which is Cam and Shucks. You've got the Anfield show, which will be Ryan and his co-host, and then the Spurs show, which Eleanor will be launching as well. So what will happen is, for instance, when Chelsea play Arsenal, I know they play soon, we'll do Ballers at the Bridge versus Gonna Talk from the Arsenal. So you'll get a preview show, and then you'll get a recap show alongside all the regular shows as well. Same way when Manchester United play Manchester City, you'll get ManDem United versus Gyaldem City. You get what I'm saying, people? That was the whole thing. Lewis out here, clearly that weed is getting to him. He says, I still weigh in PSG with Chelsea. He doesn't care. Okay, whatever you say, Lewis, in it. But yeah, large up Nippin. Says big up the panel, large up to Nippin. He also says, like the video, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you do that. C1 London says, Don Poch could be on Fraud Watch G. 100%. He has to deliver. 100%. And I'm a massive Poch fan. But yes, I'm not one of these Poch fans who's going to... I don't back anybody blindly. If I'm a fan of somebody and they don't deliver, I tell you they didn't deliver. I'm not going to make excuses for them. I'm not like some of these Oleaners. Harris says, big up Flawless. Hope you're doing good, bro. Yes, I am blessed. I am blessed. Harris also says, Flawless, you know the treble is coming. I watched the Sir Alex movie yesterday and I'm getting giddy. But you got to remember, man, when you spell giddy, Harris, it's not G-I-D-D-Y, it's double D-E-H. It's giddy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you talking trebles, I'll leave that to you, Harris. That's all I'm going to say about that. Ahmed says, big up my guy, Flawless. Large up to Ahmed each and every time as well. Lewis says, am I wrong for thinking United could struggle to make top 4? This is a great question. It's mad that it's come from Lewis, because normally he's just trolling. Are you wrong for thinking United could struggle to make top 4? No, definitely not. Because City and Chelsea you put above United. I would put, that's just me personally, and I think most Manchester United fans would. So that takes first and second out of it. Liverpool, I would still put above Manchester United simply because of the first 11 they have and the manager they have. So that leaves United fighting for 4th spot against Leicester, who have just won the Community Shield, which won the FA Cup last season. I've had a good summer, so the momentum's with them. You'll always get the dark horse as well. West Ham, we don't know how Europe's going to affect them, but if they have a season like they did similar to last season, you got Aston Villa, who have done good business as well. But struggle, it's a fair point. I understand where you're coming from. I expect United to make top 4. I said 4th, though, so I can't say you're wrong in saying this. I can't say you are wrong in saying this. I'm saying United will finish 4th, depending on Liverpool and the season they have, because obviously Robertson got injured, but I think he's only out for 4 to 6 weeks. But I would say 4th, but if United didn't make top 4, it wouldn't surprise me. That's what I would say. If United didn't make top 4, it wouldn't surprise me. Ahmed says, and I get further into that as well. What's the minimum requirement for Poch? Just the Champions League? Pretty much so. If he wins the Champions League, no one ain't going to care too tough about the French league. Like it'll be kind of like, all right, you should have won the league because you haven't won it 2 years. You haven't won it in your first full season, but you've won the big one. Because if he wins the domestic treble, for instance, but doesn't win the Champions League, that's not going to overshadow it. People aren't going to be talking about, well, he won the domestic treble or he won a double in France, so that's okay. He has to win the Champions League. That's numero uno for Poch at PSG. Before, you know what I'm saying? Before Manchester City. Where was I going with this? Yeah, he has to win the Champions League. Like, that's numero uno. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all Poch has to do. If he wins the Champions League, successful season, nobody can doubt him. Like, you'll get people who will run jokes about him not winning the French league, but it's all Champions League based. He's not gone there to win League One. He's not been delivered Donnarumma, Ramos, Hakimi, Wijnaldum, and Messi to win the French league or win a domestic double or the domestic treble in France. No, Champions League. PSG are in a very similar boat to City, where it's heavy investment and they want the Champions League to be delivered. But now he's under more pressure than Pep. Like, if Pep doesn't win the Champions League, he'll still be at City next season. Where if Poch doesn't win the Champions League, he's probably gone. And his reputation is entire. It's like he'll have to build up again. My apologies about the cough, people. I am trying to get rid of it. Boswell says, who do you think will win the Golden Boot and top 4 predictions in order and top 5 scorers? That's very difficult. I was discussing this from my third eye view. Who will win the Golden Boot outright? I'm not sure. Obviously, Harry Kane, I think, will be up there regardless of if he moves or not. Mo Salah will be up there. Danny Ings, if he stays fit, is a shout. Vardy, you could put forth. Who else? Lukaku is definitely in with a shout as well. Fifth, I know Lewis is about to get onto me if I didn't mention Lukaku. Lukaku's a shout. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Kane, Lukaku, Salah. They're probably the 3 I'm looking at. Is one of those 3. And the 5 scorers will be those 3. I'm not sure. It's tough. Danny Ings will probably be in there. Fitness dependent. That's what I would say. Ahmed says, no, Leicester is better coached than us, and I don't think Leicester will bottle top 4 third year in a row. I agree with you in terms of being better coached. The things that we have that they don't, again, is that individual brilliance. And we've added to that. Let's not mistake that United's team has improved massively. We've improved that first 11 massively. Like, to get Sancho at right wing and get Varane as a centre-back, we have improved massively. And then, because we've improved that first 11, now our bench is stronger. Now we're bringing, rather than starting a Greenwood, we're bringing a Greenwood off the bench. Like, if this was fast forward, well, rewind back to last season, if Rashford had surgery, we would be worried about who's playing left wing, who's playing right wing. We have so many options. So whether it's in them wide spots, so Sancho, who can play both sides. You got Greenwood, who can play right. Pogba can play left. You've got Diallo, who can play wide right as well. There's so many different things you can do, and we fine. You know what I'm saying? And Manchester United are absolutely fine in terms of wide players. So yeah, and I don't think Leicester will bottle it. Leicester don't have a better 11 than us, and the squad is debatable. 5th is about right for them, I would say. Nobody's looking at Leicester's team and goes, that's miles better than Manchester United's team. It should be finishing above. If Leicester finish above United, that's a shock. If United finish above Leicester, it's not a shock. Everyone knows that it's our individual brilliance, and we've added to that, especially Varane as well. Adding Varane defensively improves us. So that's what I would say. I don't think Leicester have improved as much as Manchester United. But again, if they finish 4th and we finish 5th, would it be a shock to me? No, because I know the deficiencies of this manager. But to most people, it probably would be. Samuel says, flawless Manchester United should look at signing Ndombele and the guests to help us compete on all fronts for all the trophies. Problem is, where Ndombele and Sarcasm going to play? I've not seen too much of Sarcasm on Ndombele I'm a fan of, but where are they going to play? We need 6s. None of those 2 are 6s. We don't need an 8. We don't need an 8/6. We need a 6. We need a DM. We need a holding midfielder. The preference on what type of DM you like is up to you. Do you prefer a destroyer? Do you want a deep line playmaker? It depends on what you want. But we need a DM. That's what I would say. What formations do you think we'll use for the games this season? More than likely, Ollie will stick with the 4-2-3-1. We might occasionally see a diamond like we did last season, and we might occasionally see 3 at the back. But it'll be 4-2-3-1, I think, is his primary formation. That's his go-to formation. We'll see the diamond occasionally, and we'll see the back 3 occasionally, I would say. Lewis said, see, this is why I F with you. I got roasted on Don Robbie for saying Man United might not make it. Because people don't I bet I'm just guessing because I've not seen it. Shout out to Lewis for being on Don Robbie's channel with Don Robbie and Expressions. Make sure you go check that out. It's because people don't watch United closely. They just look at our players. Like I said, Lewis, me and you talk frequently, so you understand. You're more aware of the deficiencies of this manager and how it can impact the team. From the outside looking in, it looks fine for Manchester United. They finished second last season and they added Sancho and Varane. That's just from the outside looking in without no context. That sounds fire. United finished second last season and added Sancho and Varane to their first team, who are two first-team players who are going directly into the first 11, which I've already said improves your bench. So people are like, how can United not make top four? But we won't finish above City. We won't finish above Chelsea. Liverpool I don't think we'll finish above Liverpool either. So we are in a fight for fourth. If we finish fourth this coming season, it's a good season and a trophy, which I'm going to get into. Samuel says, flawless Manchester United should sell Dan James, Jesse Lingard to Everton. I don't want Lingard to leave. Dan James, I agree with though, 100%. I would say. Ahmed says, had the majority of Rance's chat saying treble minimum, including Champions League today. That makes sense. I'm just saying for me, if he wins the Champions League, I'm not really too fussed about him winning the French league. Get over the line in the Champions League, I would say. Deals CFC says, big up flawless, like and subscribe. If United finish outside the top four, you should say goodbye to being linked to Haaland next summer. One thing about Manchester United in name only, because of the money we pay and we're still Manchester United in name, we can still attract players outside of the Champions League. When we signed Pogba and Ibrahimovic, we were playing Europa League football. Boy, could it hinder it? Yes, but we pay big piece. We pay big money. Flawless to Max is very good, and he's been one of our best players in pre-season, so I'm not worried as if Trent gets injured because we have no right back. I hear you. I still think that Klopp, I don't see Klopp finishing behind Oli 2 seasons in a row. 2 seasons in a row, I can't see it. That's just me personally, though. I can't see it 2 seasons in a row, no. I'm just here having a look, man. We got nearly 30 people watching and only 12 likes. Hey, get the likes up on the video. Way too low. You lot slacking with the likes recently, man. Let's get the numbers up. Get the likes up on the video. And please subscribe if you're new as well, because the likes are way, way, way too low. Way too low. Like Ahmed says, like the video and drop a sub. Hey, mods, get everyone on it, actually. Mods, get everybody liking and subscribing. Mods, your time to shine now. You hear me? New season. Let's go. Sharon says, big up flawless. I say nowhere for Oli to hide. He has to deliver your thoughts. And that's why I titled the video what I did. What are the realistic expectations for Manchester United this season? There is nowhere for him to hide. Deliver in terms of, what are you saying, Sharon? Like, what does he have to deliver? For me, it's top 4 and a trophy. That's what I'm saying. He has to deliver top 4 minimum and a trophy, not either or. So I'm not saying win an FA Cup or win a League Cup and finish 5th. Finish 4th and win a league or FA Cup. Because I don't believe this manager's good enough to win one of the big 2 trophies, a Champions League or Premier League. So what I'm saying is, boom, top 4 and one of the domestic trophies or both. That's the bare minimum. I can go and I will go further as well into playing style and playing better football and playing more attractive football and just being more on the front foot. And utilize, and I use the word utilize all the time, but utilize what Manchester United have to the fullest. Utilize the squad, get the best out of everybody, or get the best out of most, and that's something we don't do. We don't need Pogba moving here, there, and everywhere. Stick on a set formation and back yourself. Sort out the number 1 situation. Is it Henderson? Is it De Gea who's in the sticks? We know Shaw and Wan-Bissaka are going to be the fullbacks. Varane and Maguire will be the centre backs. Whether we sign a DM or not, sort out who's playing where. Is it going to be Matic, Donny, and Bruno? Sort out what's going on. Where's Pogba playing? Is he playing in a 6? Is he playing left? Is Rashford getting dropped? You know Sancho's going to play right. You know it's going to be Sancho, Rashford. Who's the number 9? Is it Martial? Is it Cavani? Is it Greenwood? Sort out the Pogba situation. You see, all the question marks can be sorted out by this manager. And whether I agree or disagree, they just need to be sorted out and then stuck with. If Henderson's your number 1, stick with Henderson. If De Gea is your number 1, stick with De Gea. You know what I'm saying, people? Like, if I ever lose you, let me know. If I ever lose you, let me know. You know what I'm saying? 2-2. Sorry, people. I thought it was an important call. It's not. I thought it was, but it wasn't. My bad, people, on the apologies. But yes, my apologies on that. But yes, Ollie has to deliver 100%, and I will get further into that. Samuel says, Flawless, do you think Manchester United should sell Paul Pogba to PSG for 60 million? That's another thing that needs to be sorted out. If Pogba doesn't want to be here, sell him. If he wants to stay, sign a new deal and then implement him into the team properly. The simple thing to do is play 4-3-3. That's the simple thing to do. Play 4-3-3 and we are good to go. 1-6, Pogba 8, Bruno 8, problem solved. Simple as that. And then you can play Matic in the 6 or Fred in the 6 or whoever you want to play in the 6. Because we was having this discussion on Adam Matic's channel a couple of days ago. If you're playing Newcastle at home, if you're playing Brentford at home, who's in the 6 shouldn't be a massive, important decision. That's not a massively important decision at all. Now, if you're playing away at the Etihad, who's playing in that midfield might be different. You might not go there with a 4-3-3 and play Pogba and Bruno in 2-8. You might revert back to a Matic and a Fred to be a little bit more solid. Or if you're going away to PSG in the Champions League, or you're going away to Bayern Munich in the Champions League, that's when the 6 is a massively important decision to be made in it. That's when it's a talking point. Never on ManDem United that we preview in a game. Like, we got Leeds, and I'm going to be here talking about, right, we need to, who's playing as the 6. Like, no. Let Leeds worry about you. All these attacking options we have, let them worry about you. Mane's definitely a shot as well. Sterling, depending on how City line up, yes, could be for the golden boot. Yeah, 100%. Flawless, I haven't been around for a while. Thoughts on Messi? He's made the correct decision. What a project to go into. What a project to go into. Like, look at the manager you're under and look at the team that's already there. And you're linking back up with Neymar. You've got Mbappe with you. You've got Sergio Ramos. You've got Donnarumma, Hakimi. You've got Verratti. Like, what a project to go to. There isn't a more, like, people are talking about Mbappe leaving. Why would he leave PSG? Is there a more attractive project currently in European football than PSG? I don't think there is. If you're a left wing back, that's where you want to go, because that's probably the only spot you look at and go, that's a little bit weak. That's what I would say about that. It's a little bit weak. That's literally it. I'm glad to see the likes of mods again. I'm going to keep repeating this. Get people liking the video. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Twitch will be back this week, Nippin. This week. I've just not decided when. Shout out to my guy Bits and Bobs. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. He says we inside. I don't see Ollie able to rotate and utilize the caliber of that squad, says Ahmed. Neither do I. I want to be wrong, but neither do I. That being said, if he doesn't, he has nowhere to hide. DM or no DM. DM or no DM. 6 or no 6. He has nowhere to hide. He has to deliver. He has to deliver 100%. And like I said, it's top 4, minimum a trophy. And I just want to see us in terms of football on the pitch, playing on the front foot, utilizing what we have. When it comes to the end of the season, we have more candidates for team of the season. We finished second, and the only candidates we had for team of the season were Bruno and Shaw. And that was it. It wasn't a conversation for anyone else. Like, sort out the number 1 slot. Let's have Varane has a good season. So we're talking about Varane being one of the top 3 centre-backs in the Premier League. Hopefully we see a better Maguire because he's next to Varane. Hopefully Shaw's forms continues. Hopefully Wan-Bissaka, now he's got improves defensively because he's got Varane on the inside of him and he's got Sancho ahead of him. So hopefully he improves going forward. Utilize that. Sort out this double pivot nonsense. Sort out this 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. Dominate the ball. But then we're not concerned about what the opposition's doing. You can't concede. It sounds very stupid and it's very Michael Owen-ish, but you can't concede goals if you have the ball. If you dominate 60, 65, 70% of the ball, more time when the team gets the ball, they're going to be tired. The opposition, they're going to be tired. Let the ball do the work. So sort out this double pivot thing. We only need 1-6. Sort it out. Again, like I said, if we're playing lesser sides at home against 70 to 80% of the league, we shouldn't really be worried about the 6. We should be dominating the ball. Midfield options, you have all them options in there. In Matic, you have Fred, Donny. Utilize Donny, find a spot for Donny. Sort out what is going on with Paul Pogba if he's staying. Get a position for him and sort that out. Maybe with Bruno, even if his individual numbers dip, it might help the team overall. You know what I mean? Don't have him as a 9. Play him as a 10. So you've got all these, I mean, and the wide players, we already know. Like I've said, Rashford. You've got Sancho. You've got Pogba who can play out wide. You've got Diallo. You've got Greenwood. Look at them 5 options I've just named there. And a couple of them can play both sides as well. And then even up top, you've got Martial, you've got Cavani and Greenwood backing that up. So you have options. Utilize what we have to the fullest. And let's see better football. We should not be seeing bad football. We should not be seeing bad football in the slightest. No chance in any way, shape, or form we should be seeing bad football. We should be. Not a chance. Boswell says, come on, even though I think you will get top 4, you will still finish 4th comfortably. I would not worry about top 4 if I'm a United fan. Hold my beer. You know what? Not my beer, I don't drink beer. Hold my water. Hold my water. Simply because of this manager. That's why I'm concerned about top 4. We're currently I would say, I don't think we're better than Liverpool. Better squad? Yes. Better 11? No. Better manager? Absolutely not. And that's the major difference. So I would say currently right now we're 4th. We're probably favorites for 4th spot. Like that's where I would predict us. So if someone has and we know Leicester are going to be there or thereabouts, you could get a dark horse season like a West Ham and Villa could pop up. Top 4 is not comfortable. I think that's too far. Top 4 is definitely 100% not comfortable. Bits and Bob says, smash a like and subscribe if you're new. Please share on all your social media platforms. Yeah, if you're following me on Twitter and Instagram, that's me flawless. You can just retweet and like from my Twitter and share it from my Instagram page. Easily do that. Large up my little bro in the cut. Ryan says, big up, big bro. Love to Ryan every single time. Disgruntled blogger says, flawless McMahon. It's been a hot minute. Hope you're good. Yeah, man. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Sieb says, would you take Tolisso? We've been linked with him today. I've not seen enough of him, so I can't really say. that. So, but one thing I do know about him, he's not a 6, isn't it? We need a 6. That's what it is. Ahmed says, most people overrate United because we have a top team. Our manager is shambolic. That's the major difference. This is why I'm not here being excited. If we had a good manager, we'd challenge him for the league. Again, people, I use the same words all the time. Challenging. I'm not saying Manchester United can win the league or we're good enough to win the league, but we're good enough to compete. We're good enough to challenge for the Premier League. We're good enough to challenge for the Champions League. And when I say challenge, I'm not saying even get into finals or semis. I'm saying a quarterfinals. Who knows if you get a favorable draw? Chelsea took full advantage of a favorable draw last season, and that's no shot at Chelsea because Tuchel and the players did the business. We've seen Italy do it in the Euros and win the Euros. We've seen England get to the Euros finals because they took advantage of favorable draws. This is why I think a FA Cup or League Cup with a favorable draw, we can definitely win because we have players in the attacking areas who can win you a game at any given moment, and we've added to that with Sancho. Is there a team with more match winners than Manchester United in the Premier League? I don't think there is. Maybe Manchester City, but that's it. They're the only team that are close. We have match winners, just players who can produce an individual piece of magic. So whether it's a great assist or a great goal, look at the options we have. Whether you're talking Martial, you're talking Cavani, you're talking Rashford, you're talking Sancho, you're talking Greenwood, you're talking Diallo, you're talking Bruno, you're talking Pogba, you're talking Donny, you're talking Wamma. I just named 10. And all 10 of those players, apart from Sancho, because he's not played competitive for us yet, have turned games last season. Even Diallo against AC Milan. He scored the important goal, and yes, AC Milan equalized, but he scored the important goal in the home leg, and it was 1-1, and then Pogba scored at the San Siro. 10 players I just named. That's an 11. And it's probably man I've forgotten. This is what I'm talking about. 10 players. City probably the only ones who are close to that. Liverpool don't have that. Chelsea don't have that. Leicester don't have that. Spurs don't have that. Arsenal don't have that. So none of our rivals have that apart from Manchester City. Maybe that's it. So with a good manager, imagine what you could do with 10 match winners is mad. Large up Lewis is saying, damn right, big up to Lewis. Realist says, big up Flawless. Big up to you. Yeah, I like the video. Only finishes 6. Boswell says, no, Flawless, I agree. I think we finished 2nd or 3rd. Is that in the league? Is that what you're telling me? Realist, you saying Premier League or Champions League? Are you talking about, well, you can't be talking about Poch. You rank for Manchester United. So that's your expectation. Let me know in the comments, people. What are your expectations? Manchester United fans in particular. That's who I'm talking to. Manchester United fans in particular. What are your realistic expectations? Because I don't think we can win a Premier League or Champions League against the upper. No, this manager's not it. Samuel says, flawless. Manchester United should just sell David De Gea to Atletico Madrid. Eric Bailly to Villarreal, Nemanja Matic to Roma, Phil Jones on a free, West Ham, and get some players off the wage bill. That sounds good, but it's not FIFA. Why would Atletico take De Gea when they have All Black? Bailly to Villarreal. I hear that. That makes sense. I wouldn't sell Matic. Phil Jones on a free makes sense, yes. Getting rid of players sounds easy, but it's not because they're on major money. They're here on big money. He's on massive money. Phil Jones is still here on big money. Eric Bailly just signed a new deal. So that's the problem we have. Boswell here says United should get to the Champions League quarterfinals and win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. That would be my expectations if I'm a United fan. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm very, very unsure. I legit don't know about that. Champions League quarterfinals, yes, makes sense. I don't know about winning the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, but I'll take one out of the two because if we draw Liverpool, Chelsea, and City away in any of those competitions, I'm saying back to back. So in the FA Cup run, we get City away, Chelsea away, Liverpool away. We're not winning. We're not winning the FA Cup, and that's the same for the Carabao Cup. And put Leicester in the mix as well. Like we are definitely not 100%. Kind of Devil says, big up Flawless, big up to you. Eddie's saying here, big up the mods in the chat, like and subscribe if you haven't, people. Ahmed is Mr. Consistent, that's facts. Oh yeah, Eddie, I'm gonna reach out to your members during this month and this week. I'm definitely gonna reach out to you lot in regards to the members only Q&As on Twitch. So I'm gonna be doing that during this week. Samuel says, Flawless, don't you think that Liverpool have become stale with the same three up front? Yes, but they've got Jota into that. They might sign somebody else. And they're coming back with a big chip on their shoulder. Because what happened to them last season is embarrassing in terms of the manner in which they lost their league title. They're coming back with a big, big, big chips. Multiple chips on their shoulder. More chips than the casino. Like, they're coming back with multiple chips on their shoulder, as is Klopp as well. So they're going to want to go again. And they won't have as many injuries as they did last season because that's highly unlikely. And Van Dijk is back as well. So I wouldn't say they're stale, no. I wouldn't say. And the fans are back, which, as much as it pains me to admit, is a massive impact for them, their home form, 100%. So they're going to go again. Ryan saying Kane gets so much disrespect, it upsets me. This guy always looking for disrespect, you know. What did I miss in the chat? Who disrespected Harry Kane? Who disrespected Harry Kane? Flawless, I think that the Man United's legs have gone and he can't play all the time. No, he can't play all the time. I agree with you, Samuel. That being said, doesn't mean he can't be utilized. He can play against Leeds in the opening game of the season. I'm not saying him play him every game. I'm saying be selective. He doesn't need to play every game. Because if we got a 6, Matic would be my backup 6 anyway. But utilize him, he can play against Leeds. There's no reason why he can't play against Leeds. Canada Devil says, I think Leicester will beat us to 4th. Could happen. It could happen. Where else we at? Boswell says your manager is League 2 quality. Yeah, it's kind of peak still. Raphael G makes a great point, and this is why I spoke on Bruno before. He says we can't challenge with the attacking midfielder playing as a centre forward. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Trust me. I fully get that. Fully get that. Hopefully, if my connection goes, let me know, people. I just seen YouTube saying that there was some issue with the bit rate or something like that. So let me know. Kind of Devil, why even mention Arsenal? Because they're one of the 6, in it. You know what I'm saying? That's why. So that's why I mentioned Arsenal. Rashford is out for months and Cavani ain't even in England as far as I know. You think the Martial to enter rumors are cap? I hope so. I hope the Martial to enter rumors are cap. I hope so. Whether they are or not, I don't know, but I hope so because he's a baller. To get rid of Martial would be hella stupid. So idiotic. To get rid of a player of the caliber of Martial who has more levels to go as well. So yeah, that's what I'd say about that. But Rashford being out, Cavani not being, we still have options to choose from. You know what I'm saying? You still got Martial, you still have Pogba, you still got Sancho. That's the front three I want to see anyway. Pogba on the left, Martial through the middle, Sancho through the right. And because of Cavani not being in England, Rashford being injured, we might see that. I think that's an absolute cold front three. That would be my preference and preferred front three anyway. But that's just me. Lajo Bambo, who says big up to you. Fraser says, how many Premier League goals and assists do you expect from Sancho this season? I don't know. It's a good question. Premier League goals, 15 assists, I would say, because I rate him highly. 15 assists, double-figure goals, 10 goals. But more so off the stats, I just want him to have impact. So say he gets 9 goals and 9 assists, what was your impact like? There might be times where you didn't get a goal or assist and you was phenomenal. So I'm looking at double figures for both, but impact. You need to pass the eye test as well as the stat test. You have to do both, and because he's a baller. expect him. You lot let me know. I don't know why my connection's moving dodgy or if it's just on me. Let me know. Oh, you're talking about Liverpool, second or third in the league. Yeah, it makes sense. I'd tell McTominay before I'd tell our only DM. I hear you. I hear that. Dante saying Premier League challenge in April is minimum expectation for me. Manager needs big expectation on his head. Premier League challenge, though, I think that's because of the manager. I get what you're saying. Because if it was a good manager in charge, we're expecting a challenge in April. So you're not actually wrong in what you're saying, Dante. The problem is his manager. We know this. That's the problem. Weekly update says, do you actually think United will win a major trophy, a cup at best? No, I don't think we will. No. Favorable draw in the FA Cup or League Cup, we can. But would I put money on Manchester United winning a trophy? No. And that being said, I don't class them as major trophies. The major trophies are the Premier League and the Champions League. They're the two major trophies. Then it goes, you go Premier League, Champions League, which are the top tier trophies. Second tier is FA Cup. And then third tier is the League Cup. I don't see us challenging for one of the top tier trophies. Absolutely not. I can get favorable draw. Favorable draw. Imagine we scam fourth playing shit football and we have Ollie for another season. That could happen because we have enough individual brilliance to get us fourth, even if we're playing bad. And we've added to that with Varane defensively and Sancho offensively. So that could happen. Yeah, salute to my guy Rance. Obviously, his team won their league, so salute to Rance. Rance got more trophies than Ollie. It's actually peak Rance over Ollie. Facts, I'd take anyone at this point over Ollie. 100%. Ahmed says, I'd prefer Sancho, Tony, Gunwood, but I ain't mad at Pogba on the left. Again, I ain't mad at yours, Ahmed. Any front three that doesn't include Dan James, I'm fully with. I am fully with any front three that doesn't include Dan James. You lot let me know if my connection's all right. Because for me, it's moving funny, but I don't know if it's my laptop or not just moving funny. I legit don't know. But I think it's all right. Flawless Man United should put Hannibal, Shortire, Mengi on a season-long loan to Nottingham Forest and Swansea City because Derby County are a mess as a football club. They're very specific clubs. But if Hannibal, I keep hearing about Hannibal. If you went out alone, cool. Mengi the same. I like every time I see Mengi, I like. Shortire the same. I'm all for loans. If players are good, but they're not going to play in the first team for whatever reason, send them out on loan. That's why I'm glad Axel's on to Aston Villa. How much he's going to play, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just going to a blog. Yeah, it's a few dodgy moments, but as long as it's overall, it's good. That's all. More time is my laptop then. Do you think United can compete with the giants like Madrid, Bayern, and PSG in the Champions League? Says the weekly update. No. When you say compete, what do you mean? Could we beat those teams over two legs with this manager? Absolutely not. With a good manager, yes. Because we've seen these type of things happen. Madrid aren't what they were. And again, over two legs, when you have the players we have in an attacking positions, you can win any game. And has away goals been scrapped? Has away goals been scrapped, people? Let me know. I could be wrong. I heard away goals have been scrapped, but I'm unsure. This is what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. Weekly, United squad is too good to not get top four, which is the problem. Ollie is in the middle where he can get sacked and he can't get too much. Where Ollie is in the middle where he can't get sacked and he can't get too much praise. I don't know about that. I'm not sure. I won't say we're not too good to get top four. If we didn't get top four, it wouldn't surprise me again because all roads, like in the words of my Don Musa, all roads lead back to the dugout. You know what I'm saying? But he can definitely get sacked. If it's looking like we're not going to finish in the top four, if we're 15 points off top four, they'll pull the trigger. I could see them doing that. Sharon says, will Donny get a decent run this season? If he don't, could he leave in the next transfer window? If he doesn't get a run, he will leave in the next because you're not going to sit out for 2 seasons. You're not going to sit out for 2 years. You're taking liberties. Like, nah, Donny's a talented player and he wants to play. So he's 100% not staying out for 2 years. So I could see him leaving. Nippon says, have you ever thought of doing a championship show? No, simply because I'm not knowledgeable about the championship. This is why certain shows you don't see me on. This is why the basketball show, courtside commentary, you don't see me on. I'm a Chelsea fan, you don't see me on the Chelsea show. That goes for Gunner Talk, that goes for Gardem City, that goes for the Liverpool show, that goes for the Love Island show. If I'm not knowledgeable about something or I have no interest in it, you won't see me do a show on it. So this is why I wouldn't do a championship show. Ahmed says, I'd want Hannibal and Diallo to go to Dortmund alone. They're good at developing youths. That's true. Their move still. I'm surprised with the Sancho deal, we didn't look at sending Diallo the other way. But maybe there's plans for him. Maybe, I don't know. But hopefully, if we're keeping him, he plays. He needs to play, 100%. Kind of Devil says, Martial, Greenwood, Sancho front three with Pogba in the 10 and a double pivot of Donny and Fred would be sick. I'm not mad at that whatsoever. That's fire. Martial, Greenwood, Sancho, Pogba in the 10, double pivot of Donny and Fred. Not mad at that at all. At all. Aways have been scrapped. Don't know why UEFA have done that. Fuck that up, man. I hate that shit. Nonsense. Jabada says, how is Pogba just going to leave on a free next year? Why hasn't he extended? He's taking a piss. Sancho without Cavani or real lethal 9 wouldn't be able to get those high assist stats. How's Pogba going to leave on a free next year? In the words of Madon Said, Manchester United Football Club. That's why. Hold up, sorry people. Voice there sound like it's going. Man, sounded like Darth Vader or something. But Pogba leaving on a free next year is just typical Manchester United. Why hasn't he extended? I don't know if he's been offered a new deal. Why a player the caliber of Paul Pogba you've allowed to get into the last year of his contract? I do not know how. This should have been sorted out 12 to 18 months prior to this. As soon as it's 24, 18, 16 months down on his contract, like, all right, let's sort this out because we either signing a new deal or you're moving him on. I do on Football Manager. And gets to the end of the season, everyone who's got a year left, I'm like, all right, whoever I'm getting rid of and selling now, because some certain players might not want to stay, and then boom, everyone's getting new deals. So why isn't he extended? I have no idea. And then Sancho without Cavani or a real lethal 9 wouldn't be able to get those high assists. Now Sancho will still do numbers regardless because I think he's that good, and we have enough good attacking players to utilize that. Ahmed says Donny and Matic is our most balanced and professional pivot, in my opinion. I'm all for it. I heard they played well against, who was it? Everton in the preseason friendly. This is what I was hearing. Statman Baines was telling me this. I'm all for that. As long as it's not McFred. If we pitch up this season and Donny and Matic is the main two we go with, I'm cool with that. Not mad at it at all. Weekly update says, by the way, Camavinga is not likely to leave this year, and I don't know why United fans want him when he ain't a natural DM. It's because, like myself, we're just desperate for anything. So if we sign Camavinga, would I be over the moon about it? No, but it's just something different. We're just tired of McFred. Collectively, we're just tired of McFred. Like, that's the problem. Tired of McFred. Kind of Devil says, Ollie has plans for Diallo to sit on the bench and play under 23s. As long as he's playing, like, let him get used to playing in England if he's going to stay here. But as long as he's playing. Raphael G says, we let Pogba go for free. We re-signed him for 90 million and then we're letting him go for free again. Typical Manchester United Football Club. Pogba said 3 to 4 years ago he wanted to leave. Why would anything have changed? I hear you. Maybe the Varane deal. Maybe he looks at what we're doing and looks at the summer we're having and goes, all right, maybe I'll stay here. Maybe. I'm just guessing, but it should have been sorted out between Pogba, his agent, and the football club and Ollie. Like, all parties involved just need to sit down and get it sorted out. He's either staying or he's going. If he doesn't want to be here, and Paul Pogba is my favorite player at the club, if he doesn't want to be here, sell him now. Do not keep an unhappy player. It makes no sense whatsoever to keep an unhappy player. If he doesn't want to be here, let him go. It's like being in a relationship. If your girl doesn't want to be with you, let her go. And same for any girls who are watching. If your man doesn't want to be with you, let him go. Why would you want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you? Let this person go. And that's how I feel about my football club. I say it all the time about Manchester United. If a player doesn't want to be here, let him go. And this should have been sorted out. But this shows the incompetence of Manchester United. The fact that this is dragging on. Ahmed says, I tell you what, if PSG was knocking on my door to sign me with that kind of squad, I'd sign without hesitation. Oh, facts. Disgruntled blogger says, Pogba isn't taking the piss if he sees that his contract, he's fulfilled the end of it. That's true. That is true. When Arsenal get relegated, you can do it a championship show. Exactly. That's when we'll do it. Weekly update says, I can see Pogba joining Madrid next year with Mbappe. It could happen because, you know, Real Madrid will find a way with the money. So it could happen 100%. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. What are your and more so Manchester United fans, what are your realistic expectations for the season. And when I ask that question, I'm talking trophies. What are you looking at? So Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, and playing style and individual play. Like, what are you looking for? What are your realistic expectations? Where do we finish in the league? Are you looking for us? Some United fans might be trying to say, yeah, we have to finish top. We signed Sancho and Varane. Some might say challenge. Some might say top 4. Some might say top 4 and the Champions League, top 4 and a domestic trophy. Someone said it earlier, top 4 and both domestic cups. So yeah, let us know. If we sack Oli and get Zidane in, I can see Pogba wanted to stay. That's a game changer, of course, because Zidane's his guy. That's one of his idols. He's French. He's French, so that makes perfect sense. 100% to get someone in like that. 100%. Hey, get the likes up as well, man. Get the likes up because we even hit 30 likes. Get the numbers up. Get the likes up on the video. What is going on? Ahmed says the squad is perfect for Zidane. Pogba, Varane, Donny, Martial, Sancho, Greenwood, all players Zidane has either worked with or has wanted to work with. Yeah, baller. Again, if you're a top manager and you look at this Manchester United squad, what a proposition it is. Outside of probably PSG, like put PSG to the side, it's the most attractive proposition for a manager. How would you not want to manage it? All it is a couple of tweaks. You're talking literally a holding midfielder. And then you can go and challenge on all fronts. Literally. If you add your own style to it, add a 6, maybe another right back, like options there. Like, and get rid of some of the deadwood options. You could challenge on all fronts. Challenge people. That's what I would say about that. Samuel says, flawless John O'Shea was better than McTominay. He played in defensive midfield and went in goal when Edwin van der Sar broke his nose. Oh, yeah. I love John O'Shea. 100%. That chip at Highbury. Lord of mercy. Sky did something most Manchester United fans dream of. Scored a last-minute winner at Anfield in front of the Cop End. That's stuff dreams are made of. Like John O'Shea, Meg Figo. Like, yeah, man. 100%. The Scrunch blogger says, good luck to all the United fans watching this season. I said I'm not watching any while this Doink is around. Come on, call him Doink the Clown. I hear you, the Scrunch blogger. I get you. There will be that being said, people, there will be watch-alongs on the channel. They will be returning for all Manchester United games. So all Manchester United Premier League games, Champions League games, FA Cup games, Carabao Cup games, you'll get watch-alongs for all of them on the channel. And there'll be other watch-alongs as well, but they'll probably be on Twitch. But like I said, I'm sorting all this out this week, 100%. Larger my guy Zane, who says, bless up my big bro Flawless. It's been a while, just been mad busy lately. I hope you're blessed, Zane. Don't worry about it, little bro, man. I know you handling business. Good to see you, though, man. And glad you are well. Nippin says, I think the FA Cup is winnable for you guys. If the Sangria Brewers can do it, why can't Ollie? Because Ollie's just not good. That's why. But with a favourable draw, he could. Weekly update says, with the money spent, United have to challenge and finish no more than 5 points behind first. Okay, fair enough. Again, it's the realism versus what we should be expecting. Because if a top manager is in charge, I'm with you on that weekly update. But because I know Ollie's deficiencies, that's not a realistic expectation for me. But I get your point. This manager's lowered my expectations. But I get your point. Adam says, the thing is, Flawless, if we had a top manager, United would be considered title challengers alongside Chelsea and City. Adam, you said it. No disagreement with what you're saying there whatsoever. You said it. Kind of Devil says, I think we'll scam 4th over Leicester and have another year of Ollie. No trophy. What are you saying, Kind of Devil? No, you don't reckon any trophies? No? Ahmed says, as for my expectation for United under Ollie, I think we might scrape top 4 and it ain't good enough. No, I hear that. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. This guy's got this kind of blogger just calling him Doink the Clown. Hasn't Doink spent over 400 million, but the media isn't putting him under intense pressure? Bunch of pricks. The media should be, because this is now your team. Henderson in goal, that's your goalkeeper now. You know what I'm saying? Shaw's your man. Wan-Bissaka's your signing. Maguire's your signing. Varane's your signing. Donny's your signing. Pogba's your guy. Bruno's your signing. Sancho's your signing. Rashford's your guy. Diallo's your signing. Cavani's your signing. And it's probably ones I've missed out. Like, these are your guys. So there isn't no excuse. He could literally par an 11. That's all him. All his signings, pretty much. But so if you look at it, say, So let's change Shaw for Tellers at left back. So if you have Tellers at left back, Wan-Bissaka at right back, Varane, Maguire, Henderson, they're all your signings. If you go to the midfield, let's say it's Donny, Fred, Bruno. 2 out of 3 of those are your signings in Donny and Bruno. Let's look at the wide players. Sancho's your signing, Rashford's your guy, and Cavani's your signing. So how many of that's what? 9 out of an 11? 9 out of an 11? That's on you. That's on you. So he doesn't have anywhere to hide. I agree, the Scrunto blogger. No trophies out of the Champions League round of 16, and City will scam the cups as always. Yeah, it's kind of peak still. That's kind of peak. Weekly update says, realistically with Oli, I'm saying top 4, but with the squad, you should be challenging easily. If any other club sign Varane and Sancho, it would be mad, but no hype for United. That's a very valid point. The last thing you just said there about signing any other club sign Varane and Sancho would be mad hype and talking about winning things. But we're not even in the conversation. We're not even in the conversation. No one's talking about us winning league titles. No one's talking about us challenging for league titles. No one's talking about us winning the Champions League. No one's talking about. I bet if I looked at the bookies, we're probably not even in top 5 favorites for the Champions League. We're probably not top 5. And everyone's in a rebuilding process. Like the Spanish clubs are nowhere near what they are in Barcelona and Real Madrid. The Italian sides aren't what they are. PSG, yes. Bayern Munich, yes. Chelsea, City, Liverpool, yes. But that's it. So you got PSG, you got Chelsea, you got City, you got Liverpool, you got Bayern Munich. So that's the 5. And even PSG are building. I'm saying Liverpool fans are unhappy. City are still trying to sign a striker. Chelsea, Lukaku is looking like he's on his way. Bayern Munich are just Bayern Munich. But we're not even in the conversation. Same for the league. It's all Chelsea, City, maybe Liverpool. Very valid point, weekly update. Very, very, very valid point. Adam says, Oli simply doesn't want a holding midfielder. He thinks McTominay is the man. This manager literally assigned players in almost every position in our team. That is true. That is true. When you can put out a back 5 that's completely yours, or 4 out of 5 is yours, it's like that defense needs to be good. Same with the attack. If 3 out of 4, the 10 and the 3 wide, the striker and the 2 wide players is you, it has to deliver. Has to deliver. Z Gold says, I can see Oli finishing above Pep, Klopp, and Tuchel. If I'm being honest, it's a possibility. Z Gold, why? Sell me on that. I completely disagree, but I'm ready to be sold. Sell me on that. Why? How? If Oli does, if that happens, yeah, like all the managers are overrated. There's no such thing as a world-class manager if he finishes above. Why do you? I think you're trolling. Well, let me know, Z. Let me know. This Grunto blogger says, so much for United DNA. Huh? Some of our fan base would give Oli a lap dance for the shitey chats weekly. Yeah, it's mad. So mad. Ahmed says, question for Flawless and the ManDem in the chat. When Oli I can't even say that word. I'm not even going to try. When Oli gets sacked, why can't I say inevitability? And then I just said it there and I landed. Man's full Paul Merson, but it is what it is. There you go. That's a clip for you lot to clip up. Who do you want to replace him? For me, it's Zidane. Whoever is available. Currently, it would be Zidane. But by the time Oli gets sacked, Zidane might not be around. Like I wanted Poch, but Poch is now not around. And why would he now leave PSG? That's what I would say. Why would he now leave PSG? Makes no sense. That's what I'd say about that. Makes no sense. I don't see him leaving PSG. So that's what I would say. But yeah, realistic. Actually, before I even get into the words realistic, you lot continue to get your questions in, keeping Manchester United related as well. Get the likes up, whether you're watching this live or watching this back. Let's get the numbers up on the video. Let's get the likes up. Share it across all the socials as well, man. Share it across all the socials. And just go to my Twitter and Instagram, and that's me flawless. And then you can just retweet and like from my Twitter, and same from the Instagram. You can just share it to your story or whatever. And subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. And make sure you subscribe. You hit the notification bell as well. It is road to 4K on Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you follow and subscribe to the Twitch as well, because we're going to have some content dropping on there this week. I will be doing the Chelsea Villarreal watch along. That will be happening on Twitch. Chelsea Villarreal watch along will be happening on Twitch, people. Doing the most as well. That'll be returning for anyone that's seen it. That'll be happening on Twitch. That'll return Mondays midnight. That'll be returning Mondays at midnight. Doing the most. Myself, Yan City, Eleanor will be holding that down for anyone that's seen doing the most. Great show where we just had categories for the week for the Premier League. There's a playlist for it, so it explains exactly what it is. Disgruntled blogger says, I'll be watching the watch-alongs just to show support, but don't can be on it. Nah, I appreciate it, man. Big up, appreciate it. Ahmed, yeah, mods, get on it, man. Like the video, people, get everyone liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Ahmed says, ManDem, what squad do we reckon Ollie picks for the Leeds game? Who's fit? That varies on it, because obviously somebody said earlier about Cavani, about Rashford's injury, Cavani not being in England, so that puts Martial up top. Depends who's fit. Unless saying Sancho might not play, so I don't know. Does Greenwood play? Does he go Martial, Greenwood, and one over, and Pogba from the left? I don't know. Z Gold says, I know we shit, but I know we shit. I know, but there is a possibility. These teams can have a bad phase and we can go on a winning run and be first. But let's see if we don't win a trophy, sack that guy. But they have to go on a terrible phase. All three of them. Klopp, Tuchel, and Pep would all have to go on terrible runs. What are the odds on that? If it was just one, if it was just City we were competing with, I could understand the logic. Or if it was just Liverpool with Klopp, or it was just Tuchel at Chelsea, then I'd understand that. But all three of them to go on bad runs, I can't see it happening. Flawless, are you doing a watch along for the Leeds game? Yes, there will be. It's already on the upcoming live stream section. I will be doing watch alongs for all Manchester United games. All Manchester United games I'm not at, which I probably won't be at many. I'm trying to get to a few away games that there will be watch alongs for. So, yes, Manchester United versus Leeds, there will be a watch-along. All Premier League games, Champions League games, FA Cup games, League Cup games, there will be watch-alongs on the channel, on the YouTube and then on the Twitch, there will be, that's where the other watch-alongs will go. So, like, for instance, the Super Cup, that'll be on Twitch. I'm going to put that on Twitch. Adam says, don't underestimate Liverpool. With a top manager, anything is possible, and our fan base talk about winning mentality. This is what Liverpool have, and it pays me to say it. Yeah, with a full house at Anfield and fans back at Anfield makes a massive difference. And again, they got a massive chip on their shoulder because of how they lost the Premier League last season. So yeah, Liverpool are definitely in the they're third favourites to me, but if they challenged, it wouldn't surprise me. I expect them to challenge. I do. Raphael G says this channel is going to boom next season. Yeah, this is the first full season for the channel, because obviously when we started doing watch-alongs and started all the shows and stuff, the season was underway. But this is from the jump. Like I say, you got ManDem United, you've got the Manchester City show, you got the Arsenal show, you got the Chelsea show, Liverpool show launching this week, and the Spurs show will launch before the end of the month. And you got another show as well on top of that I'll be involved with. That's what I'm saying. Shout out Ronan, who says, feeling positive about this season. If we win the league or the Champions League against the odds, I'll happily give Ollie praise. But if not, he'll likely be moved on. Win-win for me. The problem I have with that is not a positive. I'm trying to get the positivity that you have, Ronan. You get what I'm saying? And that I'm just not feeling it. But I hope that I'm wrong and you are right. If we do win the league or the Champions League, I'll give Ollie all the praise in the world. I'll come on here and say I was wrong. I have no issue saying I'm wrong if this man delivers a Premier League or a Champions League. I'll be gassed. I'll be waved off JD anyway. You know how gassed I will be. You think I care about people like, oh, said you was wrong? I'll be too busy celebrating a Premier League or Champions League out the blue. So I will fully give Ollie his praise if we win the Champions League or the Premier League. 100% fully give him his praise. The problem is I don't think if we don't win the Premier League or Champions League, it'll be moved on. I think we got to finish outside of the top four. That's what I will say. So I don't see that happening. I legit don't. VJ says, Tox was saying this yesterday from a third eye view, actually. You know what I mean? Large up you lot. Let's get us up to 40 likes, actually, man. We're only on 33 likes, and we got 33 watching. Hey, 7 more likes. Let's get us up to 40. VJ says, no Deadwood sold yet. 3 out of 10 transfer window. Sancho is last summer signing. He is last summer signing, but it's still a great signing. It's much more than a 3. Varane alone is a 6. Varane alone improves our defense massively. I get where you're kind of coming from, but to me, Varane alone's a 6, 100%. This window been an 8 out of 10. It's been a fantastic window to get 2 first-team players in who fit what we need. It's just that a DM would take it to a 14. But I'm very happy with the window. Yes, no Deadwood sold yet is a problem, but they ain't going to play anyway. So it's not as a major problem. As long as it's not like we're going to see a Phil Jones or a Dan James on the pitch on a regular basis. That's what I'd say about that. This Disgruntled blogger says, I'm genuinely concerned for Martial. He has to hit the ground running the way how he's been hounded by the media and some of our fan base. He does. I'm a massive fan of Martial, but like we were talking about Poch at PSG, Martial your time to deliver at Manchester United now. We need a good season from you. If we have a good season, calm. And be a calm. Nipping, the panelist is already full still. Shot a large up pyramid scheme. Says, damn, I'm late to the party. Was popping. Yeah, man, it's calm. Just here discussing what mine are, and different Manchester United fans in the chat, what their realistic expectations are for the season coming. You lot continue to get what your realistic expectations are. Like I said, win a Premier League, Champions League, challenge for one of those two, domestic cups, league position, how we play, etc. Individual players, like how you're looking at Ollie, etc., etc. Like, continue. Let me know. Ahmed says, realistically, I have a hard time seeing us sell most of that deadwood, and that's on us because they're on big wages. That's on us. Ahmed says, famous last words. He says, I'll get his 1999 goal tattooed on me if we win the Champions League. Hey, famous last words, Ahmed. Famous last words. Pyramid says, 6 out of 10 max need to keep Pogba, get a CDM, and sell some deadwood. Now, I still think it's an 8. If Pogba leaves, then that dips it down. But yeah, like, it's still an 8 regardless, because we needed 3 positions filled. We did. We needed 3 positions filled, and we got 2 out of 3. That's very good. First team I'm talking about. Now there's extras, like you said, keeping Pogba, getting a holding midfielder, of course, selling a deadwood, of course. But it's still a crazy. Sorry, man, completely lost my train of thought. Still a crazy window, regardless. Crazy how Chelsea can win the Champions League with Christensen and Rudiger and Maguire and Varane isn't scaring teams. Again, Adam, we know why he's not scaring teams, but I don't want to be negative. Ahmed says, can channel members become part of the panels? Yes, as part of the perks. Yes, you can. As part of the perks. So if you're a Sarcasm, you got Sarcasm Citizen, you got Sarcasm City Soldier, you got Sarcasm City General. So if you're a soldier or a general, then you get certain perks that allow you to come on the channel. Yes, I'm just figuring it all out. Literally, today I'm going to be doing that. Like, there'll probably be a members Q&A on the Twitch late tonight. So I'm going to reach out to all of the members at different time. Like Nippin's here, Eddie's here. Anyone you see with the green, you know, to remember. And if you want to become a member of the channel, the link is underneath in the description. Because like I said, I didn't expect the membership to take off in the manner in which it did. So that's why we had to change the perks and things of that nature. So yes, you can become a member of the Q&As. Win the league, take advantage of the fact that City don't have a striker. City don't need a striker to win the league, don't Nippin. We just seen them win the league without a striker. City don't need a striker. They don't. They could still win the Premier League and the Champions League without a striker. They don't need a striker. It's not that important to them. Ronan says, I want us to get a midfielder so there can be absolutely no excuses for not challenging properly for both the Premier League and Champions Leagues this season. Even without the midfielder, we should challenge. But I get your point. There'll always be excuses though, Ronan. There'll always be. We could sign a 6. Whoever you think the 6, whatever top 6 you want to say. Whoever your pick is, Ronan. I don't know who your 6 is. Let me know who would be your preference 6. There'll always be excuses, not from you, but from certain people for this man. Even if we sign a 6. Oh, well, he brought in Varane number 6 and Sancho, and the players had to gel and did. This guy spent 250 million, 300 million. Like, this is now your team. This is now your team. That's what I would say. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. But that's just me. What else we at? It's gonna blogger says, I've been sober watching Ollie Ball and I've completely lost it. Imagine if I was on the room. It might look better watching it on the room. I ain't gonna lie. Large up Umar C. Used to big up to you. Adam says, wonder what the plan is with Donny and his game time next season. Who knows? Because obviously there was talks of United switching to a 4-3-3 and playing an attacking formation. And I heard Matic and Donny played well in the preseason friendly, but I don't know. I'm legit unsure. I don't know. I've give up trying to think how Ollie thinks. I don't know. I'm just hoping to be wrong on this man. That's what it is. I'm just hoping to be wrong about him, literally. You know what I'm saying? Hey, 6 more, 40 girls up to 40 likes, you lot. Girls up to 40 likes. It's gonna blogger says, nah, flawless. It made me finish the bottle. Fair enough. I understand. Like I say, the watch-alongs just became... We were just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Talking about other stuff. Hopefully the watch-alongs are a little bit... they're a little bit better. We're actually talking about the game. We're more entertained. Obviously, with the players we have, we're going to be entertained to an extent. I'm just on a vibes thing this season. That's my thoughts. I'm on full vibes, man. It's a complete vibes thing. That's what I'm doing. Right, can't do it. FSG ain't paying the internet bill. Yeah, man. Large up Liverpool out here struggling to sign anybody in that. But yeah, like Ryan said, the Liverpool show will start tomorrow. I'm more concerned that even if we sack Ollie, United will try to keep the coaching staff. Nah, because the next manager coming in is going to bring his own guys. So they're gone. As soon as Ollie leaves, that coaching staff is gone. Ollie's gone. I mean, yeah, once Ollie's gone, his coaching staff going to go with him because the new manager is going to bring in his own coaching staff and his own guys. Ronan says, looking forward to hopefully seeing more Donny this season and playing with one holding. I hope you're right. Again, Ronan, I agree with you. I hope you are right. I just want to see one holding midfielder. I even particularly care who that holding midfielder is. I just want to see one. I don't want to see no double pivot. I'm tired. Tired of it. Tired of it. Tired of it. This Gunnar blogger says 4-3-3 was PR bullshit. 4-2-3-1 is volleyball, just like Jose, but fans were on his neck. I agree with you. And again, the reason why I agree that it was PR is because I say this all the time and I say this again. Any formation can be defensive or can be attacking. It depends on the personnel. You can have formations that look defensive on the eye, but can be very attacking. And you can have formations that look very attacking and are defensive. Like I said, we see Burnley play 4-4-2. No one's talking about how Burnley play attacking football. I've seen teams play 3-5-2, which is on the eye a defensive formation, and it looks very offensive. So that's why I don't put too much stock. It's all about the manager's mentality and the personnel. Who the personnel? What's the mentality? If you're playing 3-5-2 and you play fullbacks and wingbacks who don't go anywhere, that's a back five. Whereas if you're playing more attacking-minded players in those positions or wingers, they're forward-thinking players. So any formation can be defensive or offensive. Shout out my guy Slens, who's also a member. The hilarious Dunny as well. He says, Liverpool is such a madness. Klopp loves versatility so much. Someone said the cook is also the team coach. Large up Slens, man. Big up my guy. Boswell says, who's the worst, FSG, Kroenke, or Glazers? Depends who you're talking to. If you ask Liverpool, they'll probably say, Liverpool will probably say Kroenke or Glazers. Arsenal fans will say Kroenke and United fans will say Glazers. So it depends who you're talking to. That's what I would say. Pyramid Scheme says, personally, I believe with Bruno playing in Pogba's role, we will never flourish. We could flourish. 100%. We could flourish, but the manager just needs to rein him in. But I get your point. I'd rather see Pogba in with that Bruno free role, but then I'd rather just see us play 4-3-3 with 2 8s. Pogba left side, Bruno right. Probably that's what I prefer. It's calm. Large up my guy Zeno. It's cool, Zeno. It's on me that you couldn't make it because I should have hit you up earlier, but that's on me. He says, sorry, couldn't make it, lads. Big up everyone. Make sure you like. Yes, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you follow Zeno across all these platforms. Anyone who's a fan of TikTok, make sure you subscribe or follow. I even know what you do on TikTok. Follow him on TikTok anyway. And Zeno will be a regular member of the Watch Alongs. He'll be a regular member of the Manchester United Watch Along. So if he's about Saturday, you'll see him for the game against Leeds. Can't believe it's the early one. Man has to wake up early. Oh, that's all long. But here we are. Here we are. Where else we at? Flawless. Now that it seems like Dalot ain't leaving, do you see Ollie actually using him for rotation? No, but he should. I'm a fan of Dalot. Whether it's in the right as a right back, a right wing back, Tox mentioned it, and I've mentioned it before, him as a right winger. And he can play left back and left wing back. I'm a fan of Dalot. Going forward, he's good on the ball, step over, good delivery, quick. I like him. I don't see why we don't utilize him. Like if Wan-Bissaka, he should be back up to Wan-Bissaka. If we're chasing the game, that's an easy substitution to make. A Dalot Sancho link up sounds cold to me. I like the idea of that. I think Dalot can supplement. Yeah, he can supplement Sancho very well. I'm not even sure if I've used that word in the correct context, but we running with it, people. This is Sarcasm City TV. But yeah, that's a great option to have. Like Dalot as a backup right back, I'm all for. That's what I would say. Bruno should play as a right central midfielder. I agree with that. Ahmed says Pogba and Bruno as the 8th, and the DM solves the whole Pogba positioning thing. Easy. I don't know why we seem to be the only ones that can see that. Pogba left centre midfield, Bruno right central midfield, 1-6. Why is it so difficult? Why is it so difficult? Why? Like, makes sense. Bruno has no shame, was them high in the Euros, and first thing he wants to do is knee slide in the friendly. Hey, if I scored a free kick like that, I'm knee sliding in the friendly. I'm not gonna lie. Lodge up Slenzy says, can't wait for the Hajj flawless link up. Lord knows all his ears will be ringing if it happens. We was on Ramsey's channel. It was a few weeks back. We've been on a couple videos together, but yeah, me and Hajj together. I'm definitely gonna have to get him on ManDem United, 100%. Him, Johnny's another one. Everyone you see me with on Red Talk, I need to get over here because I've got the majority. Obviously, Aaron's and Saeed's are my guys, but yeah, Hajj, I like Hajj, so I will get him on at some point. Same with Johnny as well, but yeah, Hajj G-Man, he out here doing his thing. Pyramid Scheme says Dalot and Wan-Bissaka is a decent combination. Both, yeah, exactly. You got one is defensive and the other is offensive right back. They'll push each other. Yes, depending on the game. If you're being a little bit more defensive, you play Wan-Bissaka. If you're being more offensive, you got Dalot. Don't see what the problem is. Don't see what the issue is whatsoever with that. Flawless Ollie's a stubborn manager. He's like Neil Warnock, says Samuel. Yeah, he's not good. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, it's mad. You should get rants on the ManDem United podcast. Yes. The only reason why I don't, well, I haven't so far, is because he talks football. We talk football all day on his channel. So when I get rants over here, I want it to be for something different. But yes, I will get rants over here at some point. It's just a question of when. Like, everybody just be mad busy. Need Statman Bainesy on the channel for sure. Statman's been over here before. He was on ManDem United last month, I think. Like, Statman's my guy. Like, he's been on here before. I'm definitely going to get him. You'll always get the exclusives. I'll get him, try and get him over here like once a month or something like that. But yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy. Kinda Devil says 4-3-3 will be just as defensive as 4-2-3-1 when Ollie's is manager. It could be. Like I say, people think a shift. People think automatically shifting formation makes you, you're not going to play attacking midfield anymore. Like, not in the slightest. BZ Biz says Poch will win the treble with PSG, and some United fans will still want Ollie over Poch. Now, what they'll say, BZ Biz, is, well, look at all the players he had. He had everything he needed. Blah, blah, blah. That's what they'll say. There's always excuses from certain Ollie inners and that. They're going to defend this man to the end. That's why I don't argue about it. That's why I don't argue. On my socials, I don't debate Ollie in versus Ollie out. Because I understand what you man are. And when I say you man, I'm talking about certain Ollie inners who spend all day backing this guy. I'm like, who are you trying to convince? Us and your followers or yourself? Why are you constantly out here trying to cap for this man and defend? If he delivers like he should, that shuts everything up. All he challenges for the Premier League or wins the Premier League or challenges for the Champions League or wins the Champions League and plays better football and plays on the front foot, that shuts everybody up. I don't have a leg to stand on. I can't criticize a man that does that. I can't criticize a manager that does that because he's doing what I want. But because he doesn't do these things, that's why you have people constantly defending this guy. I rate Poch. I could be out here defending him all day on socials, but I'm not. Because I trust that he's good enough to do what needs to be done. If he wins the Champions League, everybody got to shut up. Silence it. Argument dead. That's what I would say. Disgruntled Blogger says, you definitely need the Giddy King on here too. Big up Norridin. Norridin was on here. Was it last month? But Norridin already said, pull up to me and me and Norridin going to pattern something. 100%. We're going to pattern a special. Like a one-offs. Yeah, like one-offs. 100%. Ryan says, wait till me and Flawless do the United Liverpool show when we play each other. Oh, that's going to be carnage, fam. That is going to be absolutely carnage. Wait, that'll probably be better than the game. You know what I'm saying? ManDem United versus the Liverpool show on the channel will probably be better than the game. It'll probably be. Like, even last year when we did ManDem United versus Gunner Talk, it was more entertaining than the game. We might as well have just carried on. That's what I'd say about that. Ahmed says, I like the idea of Bruno in the 8 because he won't be pressing the CBs and has the engine to do the donkey work in midfield so Pogba can shine. Yeah, 100%. Similar to when we see Matic, Herrera, and Pogba. Bruno's more than capable of doing that Herrera role, and he can add more going forward as well. And then if you sign a better 6 than Matic, problem solved. Problem solved. Pyramid Scheme says, Flawless, will we see Kendall this season? Yeah, Kendall's my peoples. So you will. We've worked together. She was on another one who was a couple months ago. More time you're going to see Kendall on the channel. It won't be football related, though. It'll be on the Sarcasm City podcast, which is current affairs, and that's Saturday nights. So more time, if you see Kendall on here, it will be on that. The last 2 times she's made appearances, it was on the Sarcasm City podcast. So yeah, you will see Kendall. In terms of the football, it depends. You might see her on an agenda FC, depending on what's going on. But like I say, with all the people you lot have mentioned, Kendall, Rance, Norridin, like everybody just be crazy busy. Statman Baines as well. Everybody just be mad busy, and it's hard. Like I've been getting notifications while this, like Matisse's gone live, Saeed's gone live. Like everybody be going live. That's the problem. But yes, you will be seeing Kendall on here. Flawless. Man United need a quality manager like Conte, Ten Hag, Hansi, Flick, Nagelsmann, Rose, Zidane. I agree. We do need a quality manager. 100% agree. 100% agree. Kind of Devil says Bruno pressing the centre back in a team with no system is dumb and pointless. Yeah, you have to press as a team, otherwise it's nonsense. Sancho gonna realize very quickly he'd rather be floating on a unicorn than kicking balls into bins from 35 yards. Yeah, it's mad. Boswell says, will James be on your channel? He's another one. James is my guy. Problem is just catching him because he'd be mad busy. That's what it is. He'd be mad busy. That's all. But yeah, James, he'll make his debut, yes. Everyone you've mentioned apart from is only Rance, James, who haven't been on the channel, I believe, and Haj. They're the 3. But yes, during the season, I'll get all 3 of them on at some point, 100%. I reckon we should go. We should. All right, one sec. Let me just put it in slow mode, people. Bear with me. Fake accounts here. We just put this in slow mode. Lord of mercy. Big up the mods on job. That's what I'd say. Big up the mods on job. These fake accounts. Always out here. So mad. So mad. Big up the mods on job. Stopping my thoughts. My thought process. Big up everyone. Ahmed here says James Ramundo is goated. Facts, man. Goated. 100%. Shout out, I'm large up my guy James every single time. I've been blessed enough to have been on his channel a couple times. So shout out to him. Odds on Brentford, Pam in Arsenal. It's high. It's high, definitely. Starting off with a good AFTV and chill on a Friday night. It's high, definitely. And us running jokes. 100%. Slow mode is a godsend as well. I think it was Dupe who told me about it. Absolute godsend. Love it. So mad. So mad. Where else we at? What was the question? Sorry, disgruntled blogger says, Flawless, who is the team you think that's going to surprise you? It's either Villa or Leeds, I would say. You know what I'm saying? I would say Villa or Leeds. They're the 2 teams I look at that go, yeah, surprise me. I think Villa have done great business. Absolutely. Even losing Grealish, they've done, and they've added goals. If Ings stays fit, he's guaranteed 20 goals. You know what I'm saying? 25 goals, like for them across the course of the season. So, and they've added Leon Bailey to that as well. Like, yeah, and you've added Axel on loan. Villa, I would say. Therefore, big up the Hotspur reaction. Who says love from Chicago here, man. Watching all the way from Chi-Town. You know, big up, man. Appreciate that. Chi-Town, first time I've seen you here, but big up Hotspur. There will be a Spurs show coming to the channel before the month is out as well. But I'm glad to see all the non-Manchester United fans on the Manchester United show and just supporting Sarcasm City TV. Like, much appreciate. Don't forget, people, we launched the Chelsea show yesterday. Ballers at the Bridge podcast. There's a playlist for that. Going to talk from Arsenal happen. There is a playlist for that. Playlist for every single show on the channel, people. Like I say, that's your TV guide right there. You can select ManDem United's Gonna Talk, Ballers at the Bridge. The Liverpool show, when it starts tomorrow, that will have its own playlist, same as the Spurs show, Gyardam City, etc. So you're going to get a lot of great content, and there'll be preview shows. Like I said, when United play Liverpool, the United and Liverpool shows will go head to head. You know what I'm saying? You lot will continue to get all of these shows. Ahmed says, what kind of numbers are we expecting from Sancho and Gunwood this season? I think double figures of both. And again, much more than the numbers, because I don't just want them to stat pad. I want these man to deliver and have impact on games on the eye test as well. It's eye test and stat test. Both. Pyramid scheme. I am going to end the show in the next 5 to 10 minutes, so continue to get your questions in, people, before I leave. Flawless, what's your take on the whole Harry Kane situation? How will it end? I don't know. I legit don't know, you know. I don't think it's done, though. That's one thing I will say. You can't, for Harry Kane to be like, I'm not turning up to training, he clearly wants to move. And we don't know how his relationship with Nuno is affected by that. We don't know how Kane's relationship with the fans. We don't know Kane's relationship with his fellow players. Like, so we don't know the type of impact that could have. And City might just slap down a 120 million bid, and Levy says, you know what, that's enough. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Ryan says, I have a feeling we'll win the league this season. Is it? Okay. All right. Good luck with. Let me know at the end of the season how that went. Yeah. Let me know. Boswell says Premier League predictions this week: 1-1 Arsenal versus Brentford, 3-1 United against Leeds, Liverpool 4-0 against Norwich City. Write that again, Boswell, because you've not wrote that like in order. Put some comments in there and stuff like that. Write that again, because that's kind of confusing. And yes, let's hit 40 likes already, ManDem. Yes, make sure we do. I have put it on slow mode as well, people, to deal with the fake accounts. You know what I'm saying? But large up the mods on job with that. Much appreciated. All right, 2 more likes and we hit 40, man. Get us up to 40 likes before I leave, people. And don't forget, ManDem United will be back on Thursday night, 4:30 p.m. Obviously, that'll be the final ManDem United before the league season starts. So make sure. And the upcoming live stream section, I say this all the time, upcoming live stream section on the YouTube channel, you can see all the shows that are coming up, people. Large up Lang and Sweet says flawless. Sancho's overrated. He's not even better than Ferran Torres. Hey, if you want, Lang and Sweet, who's your team? I know you trolling in there. You see, who's your team? Large up my guy Eddie says, we at 40, we outside. Let's go. And I know he said that in his accent as well, and it sounds colder in an American accent. Large up Eddie in that. Yes, we hit up 40. Right, you lot. Last couple questions, and I am going to go, but I will get to them. But yeah, just my final thoughts on the realistic expectations. So in terms of, like I said, league position, finish top 4 minimum and a trophy minimum. Top 4 minimum, one of the domestic trophies minimum. That's my realistic expectations. Challenge for the Premier League, no, because it is manager. And on the pitch, so that's results. On the pitch, more attacking intent, more attacking football, playing on the front foot, utilizing what we have, being smarter in games and not waiting until the 80th minute to make subs. Going for games when teams are there to be challenged. That's what I want. Going for games when teams are there to be challenged. That's what I want. We need to do more. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's 0-0, go for it. Why are we sat back? Hear me? On the front foot. Like, that's very simple. On the front foot football. I'm saying, be smart. Stop settling for draws. Hella draws. I'm tired of it, man. It's pure draws. Like, nah, I'm not with that. I'm not with the pure draws. So that's my thought. So top 4, domestic trophy. And then in terms of attacking football, more attractive football, more entertaining football, on the front foot football, utilizing what we have, utilizing our bench better as well. You know what I'm saying? And if City and Chelsea have a bad season, take advantage of that. We see Liverpool and Chelsea have bad seasons last season, and we took advantage of that and finished above both of them. So if it's City and Chelsea this season, take advantage of that. Take advantage of what's going on around us. Maybe Chelsea don't hit the ground running. Maybe City fall off. Maybe Liverpool fall off. Whatever, take full advantage. Ahmed says it there, draws and draws. Like, this is IKEA. Yes. We need to do more. So yeah, that's my final thoughts on it. But you'll hear me talk on it again, probably on Thursday, people. Probably. The Hotspur reaction says, for me, when I look at Sancho, I have a bad feeling that he might be similarly treated to the way Donny was. What do you think? Nah. He's first name on the team sheet when he's fit. I don't see that happening. Not in the slightest. He's going to play wide right. And it's been 2 seasons. Like, we've been trying to sign him, I should say. All season. So, yeah. Flawless, you think rival fans slander Varane because they're scared or jealous? Mixture of both. You don't want, when your rivals make a top signing, you want him to do bad. I don't want Lukaku to do well at Chelsea. I don't want Grealish to do well at City. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be wrong about both those players who I think are good signings for both those teams doing well. So, yeah, that's what I'd say about that. Yeah, Hotspur, anytime, man. That's what man's here for. Any questions you got, big up to you. And like I said, people, please make sure, please, make sure whether you're watching this live or watching this back, you hit the like button of the video. Share it across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. We literally go live every day. Upcoming live stream section is there on the YouTube. Twitch will be back up and running this week, and that'll be different content from the YouTube. So you're getting separate content. So the YouTube, the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, and the Sarcasm City TV Twitch are separate content. So on the Twitch, make sure you keep an eye on the schedule as well, people. Please make sure you keep an eye on the schedule. And we're back. I think we're done today on the channel, but I'll be on Usman Talks United at 8 p.m. So I'm on Usman Talks United at 8 p.m. So make sure you look into that. Then 10 p.m. I'll be on Mr. Aaron United's channel. So 8 p.m. Usman Talks United, and then 10 p.m. Mr. Aaron United. But if you're following me like you should be following me, people, you'll see me post up. Anytime I make features or go on anyone else's channel, I always post it on my socials all the time. Always. Whoa, will there be a fantasy league for the channel? Maybe. I don't know yet. Pyramid Scream. Thoughts on the Olympics? Final question. Don't really watch it. I didn't pay no attention. I'm not gonna lie. Lajub Sharon, who says, big up Flawless, great stream. I hope you lot have enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I do enjoy it, and especially when I'm holding it down by myself, you lot help. You get me? You lot are the co-hosts for the show. And like I say, ManDem United will be back 4:30 p.m. Thursdays, but you'll still get this show Tuesday. Every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Every Thursday, 4:30 p.m. You will. Boswell here says, Prem predictions this week, 1-1. Yeah, that's confused me again, Boswell. Never mind on that, but it is what it is. We move. But yes, love to everyone who's locked in as well. Hotspur says, fantastic stream, Flawless. Much appreciated. Thank you. And it's always good to see new avies and new usernames alongside all the regulars as well. And don't forget, people, this podcast and all the other shows on the channel are available on audio only platforms. So wherever you listen to podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, or iTunes, links underneath in the description as well. But this has been the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.